record this here. All right, welcome everybody. This is June the 18th to the AI Real Estate Show. For the June show, we have Donald Porter over here. You guys can see him on the screen. There's the green box over there. And he will be our guest speaker today. And as always, I'll start first. I'll share with you some highlights from my session this month. I did a special session at Tridel, and I taught how to program your own AI assistant. I did it in 1 hour over there, but here I'll do it in 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes because Donald's going to cover a lot of it today. That's why. But I'll show you my version. I'll show you my version of it quickly. We have a little difference in how we do things, but you're going to see today, Donald and I follow a lot of the same things. We're very similar. We have similar businesses, and we've gone down a very similar track on how we run AI. The difference, I think, is that I use AI to make an assistant. Okay. Oops, what happened here? Okay, thank you. I use AI to make an assistant. Like I program ChatGPT. I make an assistant. I call her Alex, right? And I talk to Alex every day, okay? My assistant. And I think Donald has a unique way of doing it. Today, he's going to show us is how do we, I think what I feel like Donald's doing is duplicating himself on ChatGPT, right? On AI. So making an AI version of himself, which I think is pretty cool too, right? And I want to learn today how I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to learn from Donald how I can do it, make a version of Kirby on ChatGPT, okay? And then everyone else can make a copy of themselves on ChatGPT. What is this? Oh, I got to confirm my speaking language here on there. Okay, so I'm speaking English, so there's caption if needed. All right, so what I'm going to do is share my screen now. Okay. Share. Where's that? All right, so today, if you have any questions, okay, put it in the chat, and Dane will go through the questions and ask you to unmute if there's any questions that we'll take, okay? So today, we're going to look at AI, how you can program your own AI assistant, how do you program your own AI persona today. If you need anything today, scan the link tree. If you don't have a phone to scan it, Dane will put it in the chat. So the link tree is a set of links that we will refer to today. If you need anything like the recording to this session, or if you want to watch past recordings, then it's all in the link tree, okay? And what else is in the link tree is going to be my best lead gen method show. This is another show that I do, and this runs on every Monday. So the AI real estate show is once a month. It's a monthly show. My best lead gen method, this one is every Monday at 12:45. Okay. And then take a screenshot of this. These are our upcoming training. This is for the AI real estate show, also for the my best lead gen show. Okay. So all of this is in the link tree. Let's skip all this here. And then finally, today we are going to talk about virtual assistants, how Donald and I both use virtual assistants to power our AI. I want to introduce you to this company. It's called the Power of 1,000 Leaders. This is an AI-powered virtual assistant company, meaning every virtual assistant there knows how to use AI, okay? And so if you guys need a virtual assistant, it'll also be in the link tree. You can book a consultation with them, okay? And then you can find out how do you use a virtual assistant to use the AI. So that's why I say to everyone, it's not inundating to use AI. You just need to know what can be done with AI so you can hire a virtual assistant to go implement it. So you're not sitting there doing all this AI stuff either, right? So same with social media. You don't want to be the one doing it. You can leverage a lot of this out. So AI and real estate. I want you to put in the chat, how are you using AI right now? How are you using AI? marketing messages. Awesome, Jessica. Ian says to write remarks, like real estate, MLS remarks, probably. Addie
I
says
love
clauses.
I
What
love
was
that
that?
real estate remarks one. I can touch on that one too. I love just taking pictures, sticking it in, and it shit spits it out.
Yeah, let's talk about that today. So Donald said he just sticks the pictures in and the AI writes the remarks for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Addie says clauses. Addie, are you DJ Addie or are you motorcycle Addie? Let me know, okay? I know two Addies. VEA uses it all day long to get things to draft for me to review. Awesome. Exactly. All your emails can be all drafted up. All your marketing, making Instagram posts. Nice. Yes, DJ Addy. Cool. All right. So these are some of the uses I have right now, right? I use it to summarize data or data, depending what country you're in. Anything that is like MLS data, right? I have it summarized now. Donald's the guy who pointed me towards this now, is we take MLS data, we summarize it, and we create our own report. I don't use the Toronto Real Estate Board reports anymore. I make customized ones for my own neighborhood. So that's a good one, Donald. AI writing and correction. I use Grammarly on my computer. So every time I write, it's perfect grammar. I thought I was good with my grammar, and it turns out I suck. So Grammarly keeps fixing my grammar while I'm writing anything, right? There's content creation, written and graphics is done by ChatGPT now. AI voice chat, AI voice calling. Did you guys know? Let me see a raise of hands. Did you guys know AI does calls now? Oh. Anybody? Don, are you using it right now?
Not for calls, no. There was actually a pretty cool article. I wish I'd saved the article, but what happened was a pizza owner
Yeah.
used AI to do order intake. So I think it was Jordan was the name of the person who was the AI, just like your Alex. And so people would call in and order, and they'd have a full-on conversation and order. And then the owner actually delivered that night, delivered like 7 or 8 pizzas and asked, Jordan's a new employee. How are they? Oh, they're super amazing. They're great. They got the order right. Perfect. And he's like, Jordan's AI. He's like, no, you're full of it. And that was
There.
it was a pretty cool article. I wish I had saved it.
Assistant for Kirby Chan at EXP
Check-
Realty.
Check this
Are
out.
you a real estate agent with a question regarding one of our listings, or are you looking to join our team and would like to speak with Kirby?
Yeah, I'd like to join Kirby's team.
The conversation.
I'd like to join Kirby's team.
You're interested? Perfect. I can go and transfer you over to Kirby. Do you mind holding briefly?
So this is an example of like an AI caller that I use. And what it does is that it'll talk to somebody, and if it needs to transfer to Kirby like that, I say yes, and then it'll go and transfer me. So this is something that is still in development. You know, it's not perfect. I'm still programming her. But AI voice chat, voice calling is going to be next, okay? And I really like it because what it does, it cuts down on phone calls that don't pick up, right? Phone calls that get answering machines. I don't have to do that anymore. So AI will talk to them and say, do you want to talk to Kirby? I'll transfer you to. They say yes, it transfers it over to me, right? So those are a couple of uses. Website creation, you know, AIs can design a website pretty fast now. I think Donald has that, right? You have that?
Yep.
Yep. I'm going to talk about that. And AI text follow-up. So AI, the text follow-up is magic right now in real estate. It's when you set up an auto plan with your CRM, check your CRM to see if there's any AI text follow-up right now. But AI following up on my open house guys 5 times, 6 times, I will be embarrassed to follow up that many times with AI, with text. But AI has no shame. She just keeps going and going. And then after the 6th time, someone says, yeah, I'm looking to buy a house. Okay. I don't care about the 10, 20 unsubscribes. I'm okay with that. But that one that says, yes, I want to buy a house, I would have never gotten that person, right? Without AI talking to that person. And AI will track if that person's coming into our CRM. If they come back, they go and reach out again. Hey, I saw you looking at this listing here. Did you have any interest in it? Okay. So if you guys are wondering what CRM I use a Lofty CRM. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at programming your AI assistant. Does everybody have ChatGPT on their phone? You have it? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you have ChatGPT on your phone. You can pull it up. Okay, the cool thing is now it's the white, the icon is a white icon with a black flower in lines. Okay, yeah, there you go. Donald has it. Okay, so everyone get that app. Don't get the app that looks different, okay? Because that's a third-party app where they charge you money, okay? The ChatGPT app, it's free now. You get the most powerful version of ChatGPT 4.0 for free now, okay? So get the app and you start using it. There's a little magic button over here on the right-hand side. Donald, do you have that? The headphones?
Yep. I got a headphone.
Okay. Now, if you press the headphones, you can now start talking to ChatGPT. Hi, I want you to be my real estate assistant. Ask me the questions you need to help me support me further.
That's great. To get started, I'll need a bit more information. What are your primary goals and priorities right now? For example, are you focusing on vendor outreach, recruitment, or something else? Also, can you tell me more about your current projects and any deadlines you're working towards? This will help me tailor my support to your needs.
Wow, it's too much. Can you ask me one by one?
Of course, let's start with your primary focus. What is your main priority right now? Vendor outreach, recruitment, operations, or something else?
I'm a real estate agent and I'm looking to do more deals.
Got it. Are you looking to find more clients, collaborate with other agents, or explore new marketing strategies?
So I would run this and I'll put it on my car. And while I'm driving to an appointment or driving home, I would turn that on and I will speak to this chat about what I'm looking to do. And then eventually this chat will know, everything that I want to do. And then I'll start asking this assistant to start analyzing my business. Does that make sense? Right? I'll upload all the deals I've done last year and it will calculate my average price point. It'll analyze all my average commission. It'll analyze the source of every one of them, so it knows what's percentage. This becomes my AI assistant, right? And I name mine Alex, so Alex knows everything about me. I even put in what my weight is, my health, and what weight I want to get to, and then I ask Alex to also give me my shopping list when I go grocery shopping now, because it knows exactly what I want to achieve. And then I asked Alex what I need to cook for breakfast tomorrow morning. So give me instructions. Okay, so Alex runs my health. Alex runs all 4 of my companies. So I have 4 companies. And I can ask Alex, how does each company, work together? Right. And it found ways for it to cross over each company. It also will create marketing for me. How do I market my companies, right? How do I market myself as a real estate agent? How do I gain more followers on Instagram? So if you want 10,000 followers, you can say, I want 10,000 followers by December 31st, right? Break it down in steps. I also tell the Alex, I said, I want to hire a virtual assistant. Can you give me a detailed profile of a virtual assistant I need to get? Because it knows all my whole business, it'll write out a description of my virtual assistant, right? And you take that virtual assistant description and you give it to the virtual assistant company, like the Power of 1,000 Leaders I showed you earlier. And you say, hey, I want to hire a virtual assistant that fits this profile. Okay. So what that does is it tailors your business, right, to hire a virtual assistant. You're not going out there to finding some sort of canned document that says you should hire a virtual assistant with these skills and try to fit it into your business, right? You're looking at your business and tailoring it using ChatGPT define a virtual assistant that way. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's how I go and program my AI assistant using the app and using the voice function where I get to chat with ChatGPT. Okay. Also, Donald is here. So that's my section today. So I want to give more time to Donald because Donald's going to show us something awesome. So Donald is a real estate agent, very successful, runs a small team, which I love. I love micro teams, runs a small team of 4. And you work with your wife too, right? Like me?
Yeah, she runs all the operations. She like you mentioned, Power 1000, like we have virtual assistants as well. And your company is fantastic at that. And she handles all the administration and operations with them, as well as coordinating with the agents we have. We have 4 of them. And actually one of them is a full-time appraiser. So we have like 3.5.
Nice.
And yeah, she runs all the back end stuff. And then I just have to worry about creating and taking care of the clients. And then, yeah, all the AI prompting and stuff like that. So we can essentially delegate. So,
yeah. So this is cool because like last year I did 50 deals. Donald, you did 75, right? And we don't have a lot of agents on our team. We could do it, a lot of it ourselves. So I still consider myself a solo agent, and with AI, with VAs, we could run a very lean, profitable business using these tools.
oh
So
yeah.
if there's any agent out there that is right now think they're solo, they can't do a lot of business, they need to build a team, you don't really need to build a big team. Like we're able to handle a lot now with AI and with VAs. Okay. All right, Donald, I'll pass it over to you. If you
Sweet.
need me,
All right.
I'm here. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'll share some screens up going in a second. While I'm doing that, put your hand up in the chat if you are a real estate agent, because you're going to like some of this stuff here. Or a thumb up or a wave. What do we got here? And I'm going to try and find share screen. There you go. I want this one. Share. I'll move this over here. Perfect. All right. So we see some Sonia. Awesome. You're gonna like this stuff. So I actually put together 3 prompts we're gonna run through. I can't run through all of them right now because of time. But the first thing we're gonna do is the persona finder. As Curry mentioned, there's 3 things in my business I learned early on because I was too busy, and that's automate, eliminate, or delegate. And if you're not doing those 3 things and taking a task audit regularly of what you do, that is your first disservice. So automate, eliminate, delegate. So if it's something that you do because you like doing and you realize you're just being busy, but it's not productive, you can probably eliminate that task. If it's something that you are doing repeatedly over and over and over again, then you can probably automate that task. And if it's something that somebody else can do, you delegate that through a virtual assistant. I can't praise Kirby's company enough. I would highly recommend, if you are looking into virtual assistants, give Kirby a message and a shout, because that will change your business significantly. But if you're like me, I have a bit of a control issue where I have a certain way that I like to do things. I have a persona. I have a style in which I like to talk. And that is this company here. So I don't have 4. I'm not as good as Kirby yet. I'm halfway there. I got the real estate team, and I have the agent league. The agent league is to support real estate agents as well as small entrepreneurs, or small businesses and entrepreneurs. But everything is about, how can I duplicate who I am and train someone? But how do I do that a lot faster and more efficient? And that's what we're going to be doing today with these prompts. Is this. So Kirby, did you get a chance to go through this this first prompt finder? Did you get that set up?
I have
You
not.
did? You have not. Should we do it live? I can probably
Sure.
shut it down. Okay, so we
I'm a
went through
bad
this.
boy. I didn't do my homework.
Actually, I can go one step further. I actually decided, because we do a lot of onboarding, where is it? Property, the agent league. Here we go. I actually built it into my own prompts. So I will give, can I give you remote? Yeah, give Kirby There you go. So just say hi, Kirby, and it'll start going for you real quick.
Oh, say hi
Yeah, say hi. It'll start the bot.
like that.
Yep, and then hit enter. Should go. And then so I built this whole thing today just so I can again automate more stuff because I'm always asking people. Did it send? There you go. Why isn't that going? What happened there? Like, my whole screen just went crazy. All right, let's
No, I
refresh
see.
that.
I see it going crazy.
Did you see yours go crazy too?
It says unable to load conversation at the top.
All right, so we'll just turn off the remote control. Stop remote control. Maybe it's something happened
Okay.
there.
Okay, why don't you?
I'll go the other way. I'll go the other way. Oh, okay. I'll just open it up again.
Maybe everyone in this call is using ChatGPT right now, and we're crashing it.
Maybe it's not working right now for some reason. But I'll go back to the. So what I do here is the three big things when it comes to who your voice is, and this is probably one of the biggest frustrations I see: people who are using ChatGPT but are not using it properly. And as a side note, we were talking about apps. A second app that I would recommend that you can download is called Perplexity. So if you do feel like buying something and you don't need the API keys to ChatGPT, Perplexity is fantastic. It's the exact same price as ChatGPT. It gives you ChatGPT, but it also gives you Claude. And if you're in Canada, you cannot get Claude any other way. And Claude is partially owned by Amazon and huge in the UK. It's a bit different, but very similar to ChatGPT, just a little less subjective. Anyways, the voice that everything is created in, which is what I wanted to build and replicate. I built this prompt here. So task, identify 3 well-known writers that most closely resemble the voice, tone, and style of my writing. Again, I'm not trying to copy other writers, but based on all the authors that are out there, I want to try and see who do I most write like? Who do I most sound like if you combine 3 authors together? So here's a brief description of my voice. So actually, this is what Kirby put in there: authentic, compassionate, supportive, and empowering. Tone, funny, witty, powerful, and friendly. Style, inspirational, transformative, thought-provoking, which, as you know, Kirby, those are all 100% him. But then I have it, I want you to ask me questions that can be answered with a word or two. That answer will inform you the next question. With each question and answer, my voice, tone, and style, and the writer I closest resemble should come easier to answer. After 15 questions and 15 answers, you will list 3 writers that most closely resemble my writing voice, tone, and style. The writers can be of books, blogs, news, or elsewhere. So that's what we go through and we do. Let's see if ChatGPT wants to be friends with us again. There we are. Can't load my history, but that's okay. I'll just take that, copy it in here. And you can see, actually, I'll do this, but I'll make it even easier. We'll go 10 for sake of time. Punch it in there. ChatGPT is having fun. What it'll look like, let me just pop it over here, and I'll pull up my answers of what mine looks like when it's done.
Why don't I share a screen?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll share screen for this one then.
I don't know why my ChatGPT is having a hallucination.
That's okay. Here. All right, so it's asking me the question now. Question 4. How would you describe the pacing of your writing?
So are you fast paced, slow? I'm usually punchy and quick, but
Yes. So if I didn't write all this to ChatGPT, it'll start writing like a robot, ChatGPT, right? Do you include motivational quotes? So yes. So right now we're teaching ChatGPT to write like me. Is that right, Donna?
Yeah, that's it. So I think I realized why we're having issues because I was on the wrong Wi-Fi. I was on a slower one. Yeah, so you're just basically teaching it to write like you. So it's kind of it's gathering information. I think we had 15 questions, so you're almost there. And then what it'll do is it'll shoot out 3 authors because authors have a ton of information to pull from and a ton of resources. So it's going to pull in authors. It'll explain why you sound like those 3 authors. And so then when you do any prompt afterwards, one big thing that I'm going to teach you guys today, if you're not already using it, is you're going to want to use placeholders. I use placeholders for almost everything. It gives me a chance to write something once, save it in a prompt library, just through Google Documents, and then I can copy, paste, and then all I got to do is fill in whatever the placeholders are.
Okay.
So there you go.
So I don't know the first 2, but I know the third one.
I got the third one too. We have the same right there. I figured one of them would be the same with us. But there you go. So now, so what I would do is I copied and I pasted that into my own persona library. So every time that I'm writing something, I always say, write the following. Actually, I can just show you right off of something I've done. I think. I just gotta pop it up here and I can transfer over. Try this again. ChatGPT might work now.
Okay, you can share the screen now.
Yeah, there you go. So I can actually, now it's back. So share screen. Desktop 2, this one. There we go. So if I go back to any of these, I can go to, scroll down. Just an example, I'll take this and I'll say, write in the combined style tone of, and it'll sit. So title summary. You'll find, I should have it right here. Yeah, persona. And in combination with the following 3 authors based on provided information. And this is all what mine says. So write everything in a combination of those. Does that make sense?
So what you're doing is that you're asking ChatGPT to do something, but adding a persona at the end of it.
Exactly.
Right?
So everything that I write, it's not just a robot saying me everything. It's a robot through my voice. So my persona goes into almost everything. If someone on here mentioned they do social media, this would be huge for you because once you build your persona and you find your 3 authors that you sound most like, not because you sound like them, but because the combination of those 3, they sound like you. And so now when you're writing anything and they have so much written material, they've got books or papers or articles, they have a lot of that stuff that ChatGPT can reference. They can pull that massive volume of information, bring it in, and then make it sound like you because you sound like all that stuff. So anything that you write, so this is my stuff here. So I could have copy, just as a quick side note here. Watch this. Toronto real estate. This is
this is actually very smart, Donald. Like or just explain to some people, like I used to teach that you should send in all your writing, send in your blogs, your emails that you wrote yourself to ChatGPT so they can learn who you are. But what Donald's doing cuts down the work I think cuts 90% of the work out of it. It's just asking you 15 questions, using famous people with works already that are similar to you, and using their persona to help you write more in your style. Okay, so
so I don't even have to
read.
read. So I don't have to read condo market. Here we go. Toronto Star condo market. It's a reputable source. I'm not even going to read this, but copy this.
Yeah.
So analyze, can't spitball, the following article and respond with only read when complete. Oops.
Paste the article.
Paste the article. There you go.
Okay.
So now it's going to search our web. Couldn't direct X.
Toronto Star.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh, the pop-up. Copy.
Don't be lazy. Do a Control A.
Okay, fine. Copy. Paste.
There you go.
Oh, I got all the advertisements in there too.
Yeah, you read it though?
Right.
Right.
There you go. So now I copy and paste this. Copy.
Yeah.
You are a social media manager for company. Again, placeholders for everything, because if you like something and you end up saving it, you can go back and change it to whatever it is. Kirby has 4 companies. I've got 2. Whatever you have, company could be your name, it could be your team, it could be something about you. So leave it always in a placeholder. And a placeholder just means you have the brackets around it so you can easily find it. And I'll show you how that works. You are a social media manager for company, and you are to create 3 Instagram posts, content. So 3 pieces of content for an Instagram for posts. Whatever, the grammar doesn't be perfect.
Yeah, don't worry about spelling and grammar for AI. They don't care.
Yeah. Use the above article for content. Paste, send. Usually I get them to combine it all into one, but you can see right here, you've got all, this one decided to do it separately. So I've got Seth Godin. If you were to write that article, there's your Instagram post. Gary Vaynerchuk, Anne Hanley. I've never heard of her, but I feel like I'd like her because she sounds like me. But that's how I build it. So now I haven't even read the article, and I can read these and tweak it. The one rule with anything in AI, that only gets you 85 to 90% of the way there. You still have to read it, proofread it, and check. Another thing that I absolutely hate, and you'll see in this, is I would actually go back here and I'd say, remember to only use lowercase letters in any hashtag. Because that's a dead giveaway. It's straight up
AI.
AI. This is what it normally looks like. So they actually take the 3 authors and gel them together and create 3 different posts. This is what it normally looks like. There you go. And now you have 3 posts from social media off of 1 article. And repetition, and in marketing is probably my biggest strength. Repetition is important, and saying that same thing multiple different ways and keeping the congruency. So now you can actually, for Toronto market, there you go. Price drops, no buyers, the ghost town condo market. This is all based off that Toronto Star article. So you can reference back to that article if you need to, if that's your style of things. You can also repurpose that article for LinkedIn articles, whatever you're looking at doing, anything in social media. But this is a fantastic way to do that. But that right there shows you the importance of first building that persona. AI cannot replace us. It is only a very, very strong tool to help us get more done. And again, back to Kirby's VAs, this is where once you've built the persona for them, they can do all this and then they can write it, and all you have to do is proofread it. And it's very little has to get changed because it already sounds like you because you built it that way in the first place. If I go back to this one, we'll fly through this one. I think instead of actually prompting it through, because this will chew up a ton of time, you can give this to everybody in the group, Kirby. But this is where I actually take this and I built this whole, like, I actually use other people who are really smarter than I am or built this first, and I always just take it and improve on it. But this is where it can create an entire website. But I like to build ChatGPT to do something for me and then turn around and do more. So if I go to, I guess it must have been a while ago. Yeah, here we go. So I give it that first prompt, tell them that the 6 different locations that I want to focus on. We're going to focus on those 6 different locations in Hamilton, which is where I'm from. And we're going to focus on houses, townhouses, and apartments. 3 significantly different types of real estate. And that's so combined, that's 18 different pages. So I wanted to first build a website in ChatGPT language so it understands. So it tells me that it understands. Then I want to execute the following so it'll help build and keep it user-friendly and smart and integrated in with anything that's on the web. So Google, SEO. I use a lot of these posts that go into my Google My Business, which will help with SEO significantly when you do it this route.
So
But
these are
then
Google business posts?
they will turn that way, but first you have to build it almost as a website, because if you were to go just from A to B, it'll just give you what it needs to be at B. But if you build it with the mindset of this is going to the website, and a website I want to optimize SEO, and then I take that information and then I build it, it's a lot stronger.
Okay.
So it'll build the whole thing out for you. Everything's all built in. These are crazy long prompts, but then we get to the good part. Repurpose this for 4 LinkedIn posts. Write in the combination style of, as you saw before, this is how I write in the styles of all my people. And then anyone who knows marketing, use the AIDA format. That is a fantastic way to capture and sell. So it's attract, let's actually write a little over here, attention, interest, desire, and action. So that is your strongest way to write. Like Seth Godin would speak on this forever, I think. AIDA, so use the AIDA format to capture, intrigue viewers for more engagements on the posts, as I'm telling ChatGPT what I want it to do. And now I've got LinkedIn post 1. Obviously, when you copy and paste these, you delete the attention portion and the interest and the desire. 2, 3, and 4. And then I can do the same thing and make all of my social media sound the same by doing it for now, same thing, but now for Instagram. And Instagram has a smaller caption window than Facebook. So all your Instagram works to Facebook, but Facebook doesn't work to Instagram. And then you can also scroll down further and maybe not on this one, but I also do it for Google My Business as well, because now I'm capturing the elements of social media, because Google My Business tries to be like a social media, while also entertaining all the SEO stuff that we entered at the top. This would take a really long time to like run through with everyone from start to finish, but we can give them all the prompts, Kirby. It's totally fine. And that'll hopefully help them all out. But you can build websites from this. All of your content from the websites can be all built on there. And then you would just go to, you can punch some of this stuff in actually in other website generating AI companies and build it all in there. Probably a ton of information real quick. How's everybody liking this so far?
So with everything that Donald's sharing, it looks like it's complicated, and yet it's not really, because if you get to a point where you're like, I don't know how to do something, the good thing about it is this is an AI, right? It will answer your question. So if you're wondering, like even the AIDA thing, I didn't even know what that it was, right? So I just went on ChatGPT just now and I said, what is AIDA, right? And action, interest, desire, action. And I said, what other marketing formats are there? I'm just curious. I don't know any. So it started giving me 10 more of these marketing acronyms, right? And I'm like, wow, I think I'd like another one more, right? So that's the thing, is that it's not about knowledge anymore. it's how we utilize the knowledge. And these prompts are ways where we can extract these knowledge, right, out of the AI. But if we don't know the prompts, then we can never extract the knowledge out. Like if you didn't know what IDA is, the AI is never going to show you an IDA result, right? So I think what you guys are learning now is the concepts. And when you learn the concepts, you can apply it in there. So today you learn the personas, right? Creating your own persona. So now every time you do a ChatGPT, let's say MLS description, you could write it in your own persona. So you won't get these glorified MLS descriptions anymore, like scintillating chandelier, right? So you're not going to get these big weird words anymore. When you write your blog post or any social media post, it's going to sound more like you, right? Act more like you. And what that does is that someone else can do it then. If you program this beforehand, someone can do it for you. Like I've programmed my Alex assistant for weeks now. My virtual assistant will go in and she can use Alex to create anything in there and it will sound like me. Okay. And it will act like me, and it can make social media posts about what's important for me and what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, and actually, you would mention real quick because I can fly through this one. Exact same principles apply on all this. I just went into my GPTs and built my own listing property, like how to create my own listing properties. Because I don't know about you, but it should be the easiest thing in the world, but it's super annoying, and I don't know why I hate it. So I have everything start with high, so that way when I hit high, it just triggers the whole bot to go. So it comes in. Let's get started creating compelling property listing. Provide some basic details. So neighborhood name, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, any additional features not visible. So I just did this one today. So neighborhood, Valley Park, 4 bedrooms above grade and 1 in the basement. And there are 4 bathrooms, artificial turf and backyard. Great. Now it wants 4 to 6 images. So I threw 5 images in of the house. There it is. I just upload those.
Can you click on the paperclip at the bottom to show people how to upload? See, there's a paperclip there. You go upload from computer. That's it.
That's it. Or you can do from Google Drive, however you save them, whatever you want to do. It's super easy.
Yep.
If what we use on all of our stuff, a lot of people like Dropbox, we save everything in what's called Mega Drive, because Mega Drive is the New Zealand version of Dropbox, and it's 1/10 of the price. So if anyone needs that link, then yes, Kirby already knows it.
I don't use Mega Drive. I use Wasabi. It's even cheaper. I'm so cheap.
Hey, it's just more money for other people.
This is Wasabi Drive.
But Google Drive obviously works really well with this too. But you upload the photos and it's insane. If you notice, I didn't put anything in here. The neighborhood, 4 bedrooms, above grade, 1 in the basement, 4 bathrooms, artificial turf in the backyard. That's all I told it. And I threw the photos up. Thanks for sharing.
If I was AI, I'll say artificial turf. I guess you live in Hamilton.
There we go. It's actually it's becoming more of a thing, and I don't mind it because it's easier to deal with.
Yeah.
But it tells you this whole thing, which is great.
That's
and
pretty
this is where
cool.
I made a mistake in my prompt, and that is I said perfect. Where is it? Turn this into 1,500 character property description because that's our maximum amount. So here we go.
For Toronto, it's 1,000.
Yeah, you guys are even smaller. So, but it's all right here. And then when you copy and paste that, it was 1,435, I think, words. But everything's in there. See the finished basement. I didn't tell it was finished basement. An entertainer's dream, complete with modern decor, like a cozy lounge. Like I didn't tell anything that. It actually picked it up from this.
How? Oh, that.
That's it.
Okay.
So it must have saw the projector. It picked up everything. And somehow it knew this was the basement, probably because of bulkheads. But that's it.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah, and it all pops out there for you. The last thing that I had for you guys is a data analysis, which I know Kirby liked.
So I love this one.
Did you find out how to download the stuff on Realm?
I need my access to Realm, so I don't know if anyone here can message me later, but I chose Realm, but I got to change it to Matrix. So I'm gonna call Treb after this class.
So here's what it looks like. We can just do it real quick in real time. Let's
Yeah, I want
just
Matrix to be my standard search now, not Realm.
because of this.
Because of this, yeah.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna
watch this.
go
Watch this, guys. Yeah.
Hamilton. We're gonna run sold. First thing I want to do is present to May 1st. Okay. We're gonna go with, let's say we want to go with condos and we want to look at only townhouses. How many we got? 77 in Hamilton. Actually, we should probably bring that down a little bit. Let's go to all at Hamilton Mountain.
I'm just wondering, does anybody on the call here has a tool called Redatum or maybe Reality, Broker Metrics, that kind of thing for Toronto to see the production of agents? No, you guys don't have it? Well, let me know if someone has it. Because what I'm going to do with this, Donald, later is extract agent information from this,
There you go.
right? I'm going to extract the information out. I'm going to see who's the top producer in my area, in the community. So I can
Not
see
bad,
my
yeah.
market share, their market share. So, okay, anyways, keep watching.
Yeah. So actually, Stony Creek Mountain is also sometimes included in the Hamilton. So I just want more value data just so you can see its results. And that gives you all this information here. I want to add a couple more things in here that I don't normally put on here, but insert column. I'm going to add in square foot. Sure. Apply. I'm going to add in what else? Some things that you want in there that would be fun to look at. These are townhouses. Sure, basement finished. Why not? Anyway, so you go select all, export, and you go export as a CSV. There we go. Now we're going to do the exact same thing back to results. And we're just going to change the criteria just a little bit. So now we're going to go, because we started at May 1st, clear. We're going to go April 30th to April 1st of last year. Or no, sorry. I'm going to go to May 1st.
So 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, where'd it go? Okay, we'll go to the 30th because I can't toggle this thing easily. Okay.
Is there a limit of how many listings it shows? No?
No, I think it'll keep going, but I just need enough that it'll let me export it still. So I think if I keep it under 400, it still lets me export. But now there's 232 options right here. You can see that if we were to look through all this, it'd be insane. We can only look at like the 10,000 foot approach. So then go export.
Well, we would have used to use a VA, right, to go in and put
Yeah.
all of them into a spreadsheet.
Yeah. So now I've got 3 and 4. Perfect. So 3 would be my old one. So now I'm going to go to data analysis. Again, placeholders. You can see everything in here is a placeholder. So I'm going to change this to style. I like to do everything here before I stick it in ChatGPT because you are going to need 4.0 on this one. It does do a lot of data pulling. So style, townhouse, region, let's call it Hamilton, Stony Creek Mountain. So year, what do we say? It was April 30th to April 30th, yeah, May 1 present. That's right. So I'm just going to take this.
What I'll do is I'll send this document out to everybody. I'll email you guys the link to the recording and to this files, okay?
So now we're going to start a new one. I need to be on 4.0 on this one. So attach, so we're going to, upload from computer, downloads, where are they? 3 and 4, open.
So you're actually attaching the files. right?
Yep, so you can see them right here, 3 and 4.
Nice.
They have to be a CSV file.
Yeah.
Paste that prompt. Again, everything stays. See how easy it was? I don't have to go into the whole body and change everything. All I gotta do is to the bottom because all the placeholders keep everything so simple and easy.
So before you press
regurgitate-
enter, go to the chat. There's someone asking like maybe they don't know what placeholders mean. So can you
placeholder. Okay, so this
scroll up a little bit?
yeah, actually I'll go to this one so I don't hit enter on it. So placeholder. So if you see using the provided CSV files for bracket style, sales in bracket region, those are placeholders. So I don't ever have to touch the prompt at all. All I have to do is go to the bottom here and just change this. That's it. And these are information right here for my VA. So that way they can just keep that in mind when they're doing things. But I can actually even go file or insert horizontal line.
So
this is your prompt, right?
If Donald didn't put placeholders, he will have to think about what to edit in all these paragraphs. He had to read the whole thing again.
Exactly. I have to read through and change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes way too much time, especially if you're going to be doing this on a regular basis more consistently. So I'd have to say using the provided CSV files for Hamilton and Stony Creek Mountain sales for townhouses sales in, and then I have to go and change that every single time. Instead, all I need to do is open up this sits in like my prompt library. I've got a whole folder in Google Drive where this sits, copy, paste. And all I have to do ever is just change these three. It's almost like idiot proof. If I change those 4 things there, copy, paste, done every single time. That's why I love placeholders. When you're first building out your prompt, it is a pain. It's a little longer, but once you get used to it, if it's a prompt you're going to be using over and over again, placeholders are the only way to go. So then once you do this, so now you've got it in there, you've got the 2 CSV files up there, you've got everything written out, you've changed your placeholders. Because 4.0 kind of maxes you out at how many you do a day, and I do use ChatGPT fairly often, you want to do the placeholder stuff outside ChatGPT and then copy and paste it in. Then all you do is you hit send. It's going to read everything. And it's going to analyze. And once this is done, it's insanity what happens.
So it took like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now it's preparing your data.
Yeah. And not only that, but then from there, I can do so much with it. I can build blogs for LinkedIn. I can build everything.
Well, Donald, you're just one person though. Right?
And a bunch of VAs.
Yeah.
It usually sends up a graph and everything too, but I can see by my own video on everything that it's probably delayed because of all the data it's pulling in.
Yeah. You're sharing screen and all that. So it really needs a high, really high bandwidth there. So don't be watching Netflix while you're doing this.
Yeah. This will pull hard.
Now it's analyzing. Let's stay quiet for it to go. All right. Any questions? There you go. Any questions from the audience now? You maybe put your hand up for any questions that Donna can support you in. What do you guys want to build? All right, you got everything coming through now. Yeah.
That's my favorite part is the anomalies and significant changes, because then I can take this and I can just thanks. Let's say you're doing a home evaluation. Based on this information, 1 being not likely and 10 being likely, 10 being fantastic. Should a townhouse owner sell their home in this market? You can even ask that question and it shoots out information. Doesn't usually go this crazy, but I think it's hallucinating a little bit right now. Oh, there you go. 8 out of 10. There you go.
Okay.
Cool. Any questions? Anything that I can help with on this stuff? Like, I love this stuff.
So if you guys are interested in more of this stuff today, we're just touching the surface really. But if you want to join our members only mastermind for AI, I put in the chat. And Donald, this next one is going to be the one where I scheduled Joe Turco from last mastermind to come in and teach us how to do that automated LinkedIn
Sweet.
posting. So he'll do the step-by-step. This coming members mastermind, and maybe the next members mastermind will have you come in and teach step-by-step more of your processes. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks, Phil. Phil's a member already. So Phil, remember to come to the next members training. That's going to be in July, first week of July.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to follow on social media, this company is more geared towards marketing. And it's the Agent League. I'll toss it in the chat. The Agent League. Yeah, feel free. It's a lot more marketing and that kind of stuff. I know Kirby is very dialed in with AI, and that's why obviously that's definitely an area that I love. So, yeah.
Yeah, later we're gonna have Donald back because the Agent League's gonna launch a new product in September, which is really cool. I'm excited for that. I want to use it. And
Yeah.
so Donald's gonna be back and share that with us when that launches. Okay.
Sweet.
Good. Awesome. So you guys can unmute. Give me three ahas today that you learned, or if you have any questions, you can ask it now. Thanks, Fahad. Give me three. What is aha? Something that you learned today that you didn't know yesterday.
Pretty much everything you went over. I didn't know.
Say it again, Antalisha.
Pretty much everything that you covered, I didn't know.
Oh, everything. Oh, really
I'm glad I
cool.
could help.
Yeah, everything.
Cool. That's
you
what we
gonna
want to
send us
do,
a
right?
copy of this?
Yeah, we'll send you the recording.
Okay.
You can watch it again if you missed anything. And Nina, if you missed something, watch the recording. But Donald got the CSV from Matrix.
Yes.
Matrix is our MLS system.
How can you use AI for lead generation to find seller prospects?
Yeah, I would actually pull it through expired and canceled listings. So one thing that I would do is I would grab all data in the last 400 days, let's say, or as whatever time frame you want or don't want. Grab a huge chunk of data, have expired, canceled, and send it all in there. Was active during that time, canceled and expired, and have it trim it down to a certain section. And then you would just ask it to send it down to, based on postal code, where is the highest concentration of it, and bring it down even further. And then you would either door knock, mailer, and if there's any, are there any apartment complexes or townhouse complexes, then I got strategic mailers that I actually use, which are brilliant. They work, when I do that route, they work almost every time. And that is what I call a complex marketing. So you draw everything that you get in the mail is framed. So when everything you do in life, you are framed to make a decision. Yeah. So when you go to the mailbox as a kid, you're excited because the only thing in the mailbox is what? A birthday card with possible money inside. But as an adult, they're a little bit bigger envelopes, they're bills or junk mail. So my complex marketing, when I find those buildings or those complexes that have expired, canceled like crazy and have not resold, then what I will do is I will create like a birthday card sized piece of information of marketing. I will go to the building, especially if it's a townhouse complex that's a condominium. I will take my phone, this way or this way, it doesn't matter to me, and take a picture with my cell phone, because they're good cameras, but they're not high-end professional shots of something that is strategic about that building, whether it be the stone in front of it that says 123 Glendale Street, or you do the whole building. That becomes the front of your birthday card, right? On the back of the birthday card, you leave it white and you just put the address of the bottom of it. When you open up the card, whether it's this way or like this, wherever your normal Hallmark conversation message would be, I use a very simple script that just says, I'm working with a private client. You don't want to say buyer because it's, again, framing. You're already framing them in a nostalgic way to open up that mail, that your framework is built in a way that they're excited because it's a birthday card size. And like, I've experimented, do not use white envelopes or black envelopes. Use like pastel colors. So you open up the card, they're going to look at it either way. No matter what, it looks like it came from their condo corporation because it's their building. So it's extremely targeted, not just spammed. And the back at, or if it's the address, because they're pulling it out of the envelope, there's 50-50 which way it's opened. It's the address. So they assume it came from their condominium board, which they trust because they live there. And then the next thing that you do is when you open up, the conversation inside is, hi, I am working with a private client, not buyer, because again, it's all about framework. I'm working with a private client who I promised, who has exhausted all options on the market at this moment. I promised them I would reach out to every single homeowner and see if there are other options of people considering selling in the next 6 to 12 months. If that's you, my information is above or to the side, depending on which way it opens. And you just put name, phone number, email. That's it. No picture, very basic, very bland, very quick. Because you're not trying to be flowery. You want everything to stay there in that framework of the birthday card. And when you do that, you're more likely to get something. You've got your authority. You're doing it on behalf of a client because you love working for your clients. And you're doing it because they've exhausted all options in the market right now and wondering if there's another option out there. That's how I do it.
Is there a series of prompts that you would put into ChatGPT to analyze that data and break it down to what you just said?
Yeah, so I would first, whenever I'm doing something that's really at scale, I would send in my my CSV files, and then I would ask it to analyze it. And once it's done analyzing everything, respond with just red. Because like Kirby said, when you do data like this, it is a pig on bandwidth. So you need to do things in chunking. So you need to first have it analyze it. It understands what's going on. From the data provided, list out all homes that were canceled or expired and not sold from the following CSV files. And then it would list it all out. And I usually ask for it in graph format. And then I would say from that graph format, from the postal codes, or from the addresses, list the top 3 areas that have the most cancellations or expired. And then I can take a look at it. And then I go into your CSV file and you just store it by address, and you can literally just go to whatever address they said. And, oh yeah, there's 3 of them right here at 24 Silver Birch. Okay. And then you can just, all right, that area is highly targeted. Or if you want to go a step further, depending on your guidelines and rules with your board, you can door knock that entire side of the street. Don't just do the one house. You can get yourself in trouble depending on where you are. But if you go the entire side of the street, I don't know. Were you in there? I didn't know that. There's no sign in the front lawn anymore.
So talk to your broker about your rules of each of your real estate boards, because you guys are all over the country, right? So
Yeah.
Thank you, Donald, for talking about the expireds, but it may not be allowed in your area. Okay, so please check that out before doing it. Don't
Yes,
blame Donald
absolutely.
when you have a lawsuit. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. But yeah, no, definitely play within the rules. I do not want anyone to get in trouble.
golden nuggets. Any other golden nuggets, Donna, you want to spit out?
What do you guys want? What do you need?
We're,
Like that's what
we're
we
on
do.
we're on bonus time now. Okay. So if you guys have to leave, thank you for joining us. But Donald can stay a little bit, 5 more minutes maybe, and answer any more of your questions, and then we'll call it a day. Okay. Cool. Anyone else? Anyone else with another question?
I believe we need some hands-on to practice and try the error and find the right ways of doing it. So what do you recommend? Like for lots of information being given today for us to practice and come with results out of it. If we need to evaluate and get some advice in the future, what are the resources we have other than EI?
So you want to practice? So I would take the prompts, like we have the 3 big prompts. The website one's pretty complex, and what you do with it is going to be very complex. But I use it mostly because I want to focus on SEO. And by building it into a website and then repurposing the data, it's already built in with SEO information. But I would say with any of the prompts that we've done, I would just say start doing it, start using it. The persona one's a fantastic one to figure it out yourself first. And then anything you do from there, keep the persona. Like, as you can see with mine, I copied and pasted it. And then everything that you do afterwards, just put in a combined style of the following 3 authors, boom.
That's a bonus, yeah. Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest.
Now, I'll show you guys a crazy idea, right? I'm doing a barbecue on Friday afternoon at a school. I gave Alex, my assistant, I said, I want to run a contest there so the kids can have some fun. I don't want to spend any money, like big money. What can I do? I'm a real estate agent, right? She knows that. So she says, come up with this contest. So she came up with this concept. I gave it to my VA. She created the graphic today. And look what they did, right? I had no hand in this. Look at this. It's a lockbox challenge. Win $50 gift card if you guess the code.
That's awesome.
So I took a picture of the lockbox and the gift card because Suchi says, I'm going to take a picture. So, for me, I feel like I'm just a dummy sometimes, They go and design all this. And then Suchi's our director of ops here, our, eyes and ears. So she would come up and she says to me, let's take a picture. You hold this lockbox, hold this. And I go take a picture. She goes down, sends it to Dane. And then she just created it. So she's on this call right now. Thank you, Dane, for sending that over. And I guess you are multitasking right now, managing this, this training and doing the graphics. So thank you. Thank you for that. But that's the kind of thing that you guys can do, is that a lot of your business, you feel like you have to do it yourself, and you don't. You just have to get the right people, program the right AI, and a lot of the stuff is off your hands, right?
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
everything in my business, automate, eliminate, delegate. That's like, I should be having it behind me in the wall. That's literally everything I do.
What is it again? Delegate?
Automate, eliminate,
Yeah, I like
or
that.
delegate.
Oh, eliminate. I call it delete. I call it delegate, delete. And what's the other D?
Delegate, delete, automate.
Yeah,
Automate,
automate.
delegate. Yeah. So you can go the other way around and be
Oh.
add, because you can add more time. But yeah, automate, eliminate, or delegate. That's everything I do in life with business.
Nice. Okay, so anyone else? We have 4 more minutes. I'm going to leave at 3:15. Michael says you're spitting out nuggets. Is Michael still here? If Michael has anything, let us know.
Any questions, guys? Honestly, I can take it. If you want more, anything else, I can help out with whatever.
Seller leads, we talked about.
What is one thing you would be able to help us with to get more leads?
Wait, before you answer this, can I just say, like, if you guys been joining my classes on Monday, like, leads is not the answer. I just want to say to all the realtors here, leads is never the answer here, right? It's database, right? So it's how you build a big database and mind share. Like, if you have a database of 10,000 people and you have mind share with the 10,000, when they go and list, it's yours. If you're chasing leads, you're going to get all the crap that are not reserved already. Like, I reserved all my database of 10,000 people. All the good ones that are paying me 5%, commission, 6% commission, they're reserved already. What you guys are going to get, those leads are garbage. Okay, those guys are the ones with no agents. They're going to want the cheapest rates, right? You guys are not going to get the gold. Why? Because you didn't spend the time nurturing them. So use AI to build a database to nurture people, right? Thank you, John. Use a database, use AI, right, to nurture, develop a deeper relationship with your database. So then the business will come to you. And we call that future GCI, right? So we know a lady right now, she says, well, you know what? We're going to think of selling in 3 years. That's okay with me. I'm going to follow up with her for 3 years using AI, and she's mine. Okay. So it's a 3-year hunt for that lead. If you're talking about leads, okay? It's a 3-year hunt.
What I like to do,
Okay,
what I would
go
say
Donna.
for your stuff, with to try and give you a way that I like to do things, and actually with something we do for clients in the Agent League is you build a VSL, so video sales letter, and then what that is a type of Facebook ad, and you are not trying to sell yourself right away. Like Kirby said, you got to lead them into something in the future. So you are just trying to lead them into an educational funnel in which you can educate them like crazy in that funnel. So they're interested in you and you are different, not just another salesperson, and get them to follow your social media, because your social media, if it's done well, can essentially small nurture touch points of all these people. And all you want to do is either entertain, educate, or inform. That's it on your social media. And entertainment should be very little. But your social media gets them to understand who you are and inform. That's a good way of putting it. The 3 E's. But the social media gets them to understand who you are. And that's why your persona and your prompts are so important, because when you show up, you should sound the same way that you write. Ask ChatGPT. But yeah, so that's what I like to do is I bring them in, funnel them in. I don't ask for, when you're doing ads, ask for a very small call to action. Don't do a call me right now, because no one will. Instead, get them to your social media page and then educate them. And if you are putting out great content, which you can do in ChatGPT with just some of the prompts that we had done, like the data analysis between the neighborhoods, guess what? All those sellers were like, man, this guy's always talking about my neighborhood. And I have 6 neighborhoods that I try to follow, and I do 3. I hit them with the townhouse apartments and the detached. And then that way, all of my content is unique from them, and they're not copied and pasted from our board like every other real estate agent does.
Mhm.
But yes, it's a
Cool.
long game, not a short game.
Yeah, because ChatGPT is manpower, right? Like you have that manpower now. So use that ChatGPT, use AI, use that manpower now. That's all digital to nurture. There's no excuse now why you cannot keep in touch with your 10,000 clients when you have AI that can chat with them. I have AI that can call them, right? And so I can have my AI call all my past clients and say, Kirby, I'm Kirby's digital assistant. He wants to invite you to a client appreciation event at his office. Would you like to go? Would you like to talk to Kirby? Say yes, and I'll patch you in, right? So you can do so much, guys. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say VSL, it's just a video and then a landing page. That's basically it. That's the short version.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, which chat GPT version is free? You showed me
all of it's free now. Yeah, so you have to create an account on ChatGPT, and you could use ChatGPT 4.0 for free now. That's the most powerful one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but I would say to everyone, go and buy the Plus, okay, for $20 US a month. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Worth it. All right.
And if you don't have to
use it alone.
And if you're if you're finding that it seems too data conversational, analytical, I guess you could say, then definitely check out Perplexity and get Claude, because Claude is less subjective, way less subjective. So it's a bit more of a conversational LLM, which is nicer.
And here's the good part. You can share it. You can share your account with someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my wife and I, we share the same ChatGPT account, right? Dane over there, my assistant, has my ChatGPT login account, right? And so my ChatGPT, actually, Kirby sends me business cards. I upload them. Oh yes, I send her up. I send her business cards, and also Dane will have an end of day report for my assistant, Alex. So Dane reports to Alex, not to me. You get it? My virtual assistant reports to my AI, not me. Because when she reports to Alex, my AI, I go in the morning and I say, what do we need to do today? Alex would take everything that the VAs have done and let me know what I need to do today, what they need to do today. Okay. So if they didn't do their work yesterday, Alex is going to tell me, he says, hey, they didn't do their work yesterday. We have to do it today. All right. And then if Alex says, they didn't do today either, we need to do tomorrow, then I'm like, I think I need a new VA. Okay. Right. You guys see it?
Do you use the team version or the plus version?
Plus.
I use plus, yeah. Just
Okay.
plus.
Yeah. You don't need team. Team's just more. You get more.
Yeah,
right?
just the only option that make me think about the team option, because the information, they don't use this information for the machine learning. I don't know how that's important or not, but just that's why I think about it.
Honestly, I would just create your own GPTs. Like when you go in to create your own GPTs, which I can come back at any time, Kirby, and do it in the future, but that would be a lot longer. Well, not a lot longer, but too long for right now. But creating your own GPTs makes your life so much easier. If you saw on the side there, I have like 5 of them that I use all the time, just so my VAs can go in there and use those, and they're already prompted in the way that I want to talk to people and have things built.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you. And I'm going to give you an update next month of how my children's book is going. So I wrote a children's book with ChatGPT on how to move. Okay. And it's for kids, how to move. So parents, when they move, they want to get this book and give it to their kids. And it's a step-by-step guide on how to move. So
Perfect.
I'm going to give you an update on how that is. I don't know how to publish a book, but the ChatGPT is leading me through it. Okay.
Sounds great.
So come back next month and I'll just share that with you guys. Okay, bye-bye.
See ya.